In an I-Team exclusive, tens of thousands of tax dollars improperly spent on food, sports tickets, and bonuses.
As Andy Alcock reveals, it's all part of a scathing audit on Kansas City's Pathway Academy Charter School.
Pathway Academy Charter School used to be home to pre-kindergarten to fourth grade students. With the school already on academic probation, Pathway's sponsor, the Missouri Charter Public School Commission, also found mismanagement, missing documents, and financial issues. The Charter School Commission found the issues after taking over Pathway's sponsorship from the University of Missouri Kansas City in 2018. As a result, Pathway was shut down last year, leaving 181 students and their families looking for a new school.
We were very concerned about the decline in the fund balance, and we were very concerned about the lack of documentation.
In June 2019, the commission asked Missouri State Auditor Nicole Galloway's office to investigate Pathway Academy. The audit's findings include $25,000 of illegal bonuses and another nearly $20,000 in questionable or unsupported spending. Most of that spending was for food, but also included gift cards, Royals tickets, a Kansas City Symphony event, and money paid to school employees without explanation.
Charter schools are funded by taxpayer dollars, and people expect that money to go towards kids' education.
Who's to blame? The audit points the finger at Pathway Chief Operating Officer Dante Bolden. It states Bolden gave himself illegal bonuses and spent and transferred taxpayer money without board approval. Specifically, in one case, the audit states Bolden transferred $760,000 from Pathway's business account to its operating account, but Pathway's board only authorized a $450,000 transfer.
Didn't keep receipts, didn't keep bank statements, gave bonuses without the board knowing it.
Despite calls, texts, and a social media outreach, former Pathway Chief Operating Officer Dante Bolden did not respond to requests for comment.
I think the board failed and the sponsor failed.
A statement from UMKC, Pathway's sponsor at the time of the problems, reads in part, "The findings of the audit of Pathway Academy are disappointing and disturbing." About the same time Pathway was having problems, UMKC decided to give up sponsorship of several Kansas City charter schools to focus on education research. But 20 years ago, the university was a driving force in what became a Kansas City charter school explosion. This graph shows, as of this past April, nearly half of all public school students within KCPS boundaries now go to charter schools. If you add in KCPS signature schools, which like charter schools require an application to be enrolled, 62% of Kansas City students are choosing their schools, with the rest going to neighborhood schools.
What we need are more good schools. I know that the Kansas City Public Schools is committed to seeing that happen too.
Overall, I want to see charter schools have way more oversight and accountability than they do now.
However, the Charter Commission's Robin Wabi says one key difference between charter and district schools is when a charter school fails, it gets closed, like Pathway did. I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
The audit findings were turned over to the Missouri Attorney General and Jackson County Prosecutor to recover missing or misspent taxpayer money, also for possible criminal prosecution.